of both APC and PDP, that's the southern, governors in the APC and the PDP, whom he deceived, in quotes now, in taking a decision that he never believed in. And also, after his unreserved apology to the people and the southern Nigeria, he should also step down his ambition of becoming vice presidential candidate of the PDP. There in his honor lies. That is coming from Chief Edwin Clark. Ifeanyi Okowa came forward and said, well, if he had not accepted to be Atiku's running mate, somebody else would have accepted it. Now, after calling a meeting, after drafting a communique, after calling people to coming together to form an alliance collectively to agree on something, you went behind and accepted that thing, and even also directed your delegates. He directed all Delta State delegates to vote for Atiku Abubakar at the primaries. So right from the primaries, it was almost as if he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. So it was almost as if he knew that something was going to happen, because he wasn't chosen as running mate before the primaries. Well, he was chosen as publicly. Okay. He was announced as let me say announced.
They hold a lot of not chosen meetings.
He was announced as running mate after the primaries.
Right.
And at the primaries, Ifeanyi Okowa directed all Delta State delegates vote for Atiku Abubakar, whereas there were two southern governors on that platform
also running.
Yes, you had Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom. So he neglected both and then directed his delegates to go for Atiku Abubakar. And now he's saying, oh no, well, if he had not, somebody else would have. We're looking at that, from different angles actually this morning, and we're looking at it from, I think we've already cancelled the fact whether or not he's going to, step down as running mate. I think that has been cancelled. It's totally totally out of question. But then, do you agree with the groups that Okowa betrayed the southern governors, or do you think he had no choice, just as he has said that, if I did not, somebody else would have? So he's saying that it was for the greater good that he accepted of himself.
Okay. I wanted you to complete that statement.
Of himself. It could not have been for the southern governors. All right. So do you agree with the groups that Okowa betrayed the southern governors, or do you think, as he said, that, if I did not accept it, somebody else would have? So do you agree with his excuse? That's one. The second one, of course, is the Naira Wahala that we are in Nigeria. Fellow Nigerians do not have access to Naira in Nigeria, and in some parts of the country. Fuad, are you aware that some people are already spending another nation's currency?
I saw pictures.
Yes, so that is what is happening now. For this, is it the CBN? Is it the CBN governor? Let's be precious. Is it the opposition parties, or is it the almighty commercial banks? Who are we supposed to blame for all of this? Or even Nigerians, should we also blame ourselves?
That we're not just patient, They said we should accept that form of sacrifice.
Why are we always crying? Any small inconvenience, Nigerians are always crying.
Inconvenience,
So with this particular one now, we're asking now, who do we blame for this issue? Because fine, it's supposed to be a good policy, let me put it that way, but then the implementation thereof has been very sketchy, has been very, very uncomfortable for a lot of people, has been tedious. I mean, you have bandits already having access to over 10 million naira in new notes.
That's
bandits inside bush. There's video for it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Bandits inside the bush. There are no banks in the bush.
Maybe they have their own secret banks that we don't know about.
So who exactly are we to blame for, this problem that we're having, this Naira problem that we're having? Or do you think, or do you also agree that it is a necessary sacrifice that we need to make as Nigerians to be able to get the economy back in shape? Sometimes, they always say that it's darkest before dawn. That when you're approaching your greatness, you have the most.
How dark should it be? How dark should the dark be?
So is it very, very dark now?
People can't see again. Can't you see the videos of people fighting, people almost walking naked, stripping themselves? I even saw a video of people attacking a commercial bank, throwing stones and destroying a commercial bank. People have been pushed to the limit. How dark should the dark be before the light comes, Sandra?
All right, so that's the conversation for this morning. 2 focal points. Let's not forget the first one, of course, is Chief Edwin Clark slamming Okowa, governor of Delta State, running mate to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, saying that he should apologize because he convened a meeting where they all collectively agreed that
power must return to the south.
Power must return to the south. Thank you. And then we also have the Naira Wahala that we are all in. I mean, unfortunately, there's a black market for money. There's black market for Naira. Now, people are going to buy Naira to spend the Naira. You know, it's Fuad. I know you say something about the mint. Mint is different. At least the money is available.
Whether mint or old, you should just want something.
I was even begging for even his old notes. Please, let me just have something to buy food. Do you understand?
So that's the darkness we are talking about, when people can't even eat.
So how dark should it be before the dawn comes? And if there's any dawn that is actually coming,
whether there's even any dawn coming from anywhere, when the bandits already have, so
09136000410 09136000410. That's the number to call. Thank you so much for standing by. The calls are already buzzing. That means they stood by until we fixed our technical problems. We really appreciate. And now, don't forget, you have just 2 minutes. Get straight to the point, and let's make it clean. Would appreciate that. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning. This is James calling from the studio.
All right, James.
Yeah, I want to react to what Edwin Clark said.
Okay.
You know, politics is a game of interest. I think Okowa, decided to choose individual interest against their interest. It is, of course, very much unfortunate, if you ask me. Is dishonoring. So I think what Edwin Clark said, he should apologize unreservedly to the groups. You understand? And then talking about the Naira issue, we can see that bandits now in the bush have the new Naira, and we can't even feed ourselves. We have money in the bank, we can't even get the whole money. And our bandits are living a cute life. Understand? It's so unfortunate. But I want to believe that it is, that has shown that there is truly a battle between the government and those, powers that we really don't know from where. Understand? It may be possible that this money got into the hands of the bandits through one of these political presidential candidates to rubbish the government, the present government. So I think they should really up their game. They are not really should up their game. Even if it is a battle, I expect that they have more advantage over whoever is fighting them, because this is a government.
Nice.
They have every machinery they can use to
fight
win
it, to win the battle.
So that is it.
Thank you very much, Mr. James. I appreciate. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Ejike Ajobule.
Okay.
What the Clark said, the truth is that, Atiku contested. It's not that there is only to him, like Asuajo contested and won. So for him, we've asked the Clark to step down. I think somebody is pushing him, and I know it may not be far from wicked, because I know him to be a dangerous politician. So that to tell Atiku chance in that. So that's what I'm saying. Instead of the Clark to be asking Okowa to step down, let them go and work for certain presidency. They should learn from the north. Not every time you will come out and speak.
But if Okowa that did not work for Southern presidency, don't you think that something should be said about that?
The truth is that he said that he's not work for. He said it anyway, and they said that it opened and that he got back away. So that's the thing. And I think all the things you see that coming up after now, I didn't know he has chosen weekend. Let me tell you, all the things you see will not be coming like that. Simple the truth. Thank you.
All right. I see where you're coming from there. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Sandra.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Timothy calling from Ojo. Hello.
Well, Mr. Timothy.
Okay, my first taking concern the Clark comment. politicians, if you have not seen any iota of integrity and truth behind your motive, I don't take you seriously. You know, coming to PDP and APC, let me start from PDP. You know, Okowa, when we had that meeting, and at the end of the day, the communique that came out from that meeting that we need a Saddam president, I thought he's going to stand by that. And at the end of the day, he went at the back and betrayed his people. You see, that's some of the reasons why I'm afraid of these people. Because, okay, how then are you going to tell me that I will trust you, that those promises you are making now, you will still stand by it, when you cannot defend what you believe on, what you told your people that this is what I believe on, you cannot stand by it. And you are giving me promises now that I will trust you. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, this is one of the reasons why I cannot even trust Atiku himself. Because when Deborah Samuel died, he tweeted, at the end of the day, he cancelled that tweet. When you are looking for something, you need it at all costs. You can do anything. And at the end of the day, the people you want to serve, you will sabotage those people you want to serve. Because power is very big if you have it.
Okay.
Okay. That's one side. Concerning the route,
okay,
I'm afraid Nigerians are suffering. You see, when they talk of NIN, they want to use NIN to track the bandits, they want to track the criminals. At the end of the day, we do not say anything. We just suffer in vain. It's only the poor man that will suffer at the end of the day. This one now they are saying they want to use it to track the politicians and the bandits and other illicit food that fly around. We have already seen the politicians before the men have started spreading. The politicians are already spreading it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Timothy.
Thank you.
All right. So, thank you very much. And you too. Fuad, I find it interesting, don't you think, that at this point now, nobody is talking about the fact that the PDP itself deviated from their constitution, because it is in their constitution. Deviated from their constitution as regards zoning or no zoning. But then there's also the argument that the last time the PDP produced a president, it was from the south.
All right.
So now the current president is not of the PDP extraction. So there are some people will try to justify and say, that was why they didn't know what to do, and then they left it open. But
the crux of the matter here, Sandra, is that look, Okowa held a meeting where all southern governors across the two major parties agreed that power must come to the south, irrespective of party affiliations. And he was part of that meeting. The communique was issued and read. He should have honorably stayed on that. That's the issue here.
Thank you very much. 091-36000410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ford.
Morning, sir.
My name is Abokar. I'm coming from Papa.
All right.
On this issue of a new recolored note, because I didn't actually see. You know, when you're saying redesigning, that means you are re-engineering some kind of
features,
whatever it is. So this is recoloring currency. Look, I think one thing, my major problem with this is that politicians are playing politics with this. A day before the 10 days extension, Elijah Atukwabaka came appealing to the CBN to make an extension of this currency.
Now he said he should not extend again.
The deadline. Now, after 10 days, he said the CBN governor shouldn't even go further
about it
for any window of opportunity. Look, you can see. I travel all the way from Abuja. Believe me, man, I don't have a penny for my hand. I enter almost every bank in Abuja. There was no money. Even if it is old note, I don't have. So I have to since I have to be just be making some transfer to make sure that the food I was taking on. The things I can buy on the road, no money, food store, I couldn't buy it because most of these people doesn't have account to transfer to. And you even get to the extent that some I will say they are not even selling their food because they don't want to be stranded with this money in their hand. Look, we cannot be suffering. Whatever the achievement of this policy is good. Don't get me wrong. It is very
Hello?
short time. The timing.
Okay.
The timing. You cannot give us just a month, 2-3 months for about 3 trillion. for you to recover 3 trillion. How much is the liquidation?
We're struggling to
yes,
but I think we got the,
but I think we got the message. Thank you very much. I appreciate 091-3600-410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Sandra and Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, God bless you. On these issues on focus this morning, let me take the first one of Okowa becoming accepting to become vice president under Atiku. After having resolved with other certain governors that the presidency is supposed to be zoned to the south. You see, I am very pained that somebody like Okowa we can afford to become a black sheep among the southern governors. He is a medical doctor, well educated, and he should understand the politics of this country very well. Even the APC understood the need for equity and fairness, and they discouraged the northerners from vying for the presidency because of equity. And what's his name? Atiku Abubakar himself, being a power drunk somebody, so no, he didn't see any need for fairness. He wants to be president at all costs.
Barrister Oko, I don't think calling him power drunk was necessary, though.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, but it is not fairness, is fairness. So he decided to run, and Okowa decided to support him. So I think that Okowa should be heavily sanctioned. If possible, he should resign as governor for the few days remaining. Then, sorry, Sandra. In terms of the currency, it is the National Assembly that should be blamed. They are the representative of the people, and they kept quiet. They should be the one to take responsibility. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Barrister Oko. Hello, good morning.
Very good morning to you, Lady Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Mr. Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
To you.
Morning, sir.
I go to you. They say you the Jonah for the Bajel. You see, number one, the soldiers the black and the others is to give police to politicians. They are own to fight for their region. No politics. Because when you talk about politics, it really is such a big mistake for the one. So they allow the national to confess. So by now, I don't think any statement from them can do any funny, do any magic. And for the Naira, they may fail it. If this man don't come from abroad to operate this system, I have never get anything. But if in Nigeria, it's in Nigeria, I look at our course and you need to know the problem. They're supposed to have plan A, plan B, and plan C. They don't have plan B. Their plan A is fail, it has failed. When you are not telling you, go to the counter to go withdraw money. Where is the money? My money, your money, we put it in bank to get the money to buy food. No money to the fund, go to ATM, no money, go to counter, no money. And this one is telling us all this. In fact, it's a totally failure system. And now, the money you say because of politicians, it not get to the hand of terrorists. The money you say because of politicians, it's not get to the hand of those who operate party every weekend. How do they get it? That's about culture of corruption. And they make this to work. And now, Mr. President, what can't the duty about to collect the election in 2019 when he was involved? But this time around, he was not involved. He can do whatever he likes. And fortunately, democracy that wanted to protect. What are we talking about? Now, as it is now, look at the money you see, billion, you had a terrorist. And the message is telling us, the moment this man dabbles into politics, he has already failed. It's not about doing a job. Let us be frank with ourselves. And I want to I want to advise Mr. President, if you don't want me to see you as somebody who betrays, if you want somebody to see you as you are working for National, because failure of PDA, APC is a gain of Atiku and PDP. Let me tell anybody that is that today, if this system against their presidential candidate, it is the presidential candidate of PDP that is benefit a lot from the system. Good morning to you over there.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chief's coming from Niger.
All right.
For the first time, I want to disagree with you with the right.
Okay.
This policy is the best. Only implementation is the trouble.
Is that what Precise is saying?
Let me lay my complaint. Yesterday, I called, and the person that anchored that place, I told him what I was going through. He said, I told him that one of my colleagues, he could not go to his house. He has to buy money. He said the person is a criminal. I'm telling you, yesterday I looked everywhere to buy money. I'm telling you the truth.
To buy money?
Yeah, to look for money to go home. I'm telling you the truth. The truth, the gospel truth. To go home. They say 1,000 for 5,000. That is what I did. Before I could go and I could give something for my children to go to school this morning. But this, I still stand by this policy. Is the best policy. Do you know when I got that 4,000, I had to enter a restaurant.
I have a question for you though.
Wait.
Okay.
I had to eat in the restaurant with that 4,000, and I enjoy myself with about 2,000 from that 4,000. So, but I had to use I had to transfer credit to the restaurant. I transferred. We are getting somewhere. I'm telling you the truth.
So I'm going to ask the question now. So you're saying that you going out there to buy naira for you to spend.
We are not buying in POS.
You were the one that said so, sir.
In POS that will charge you before they were charging 100 naira.
They charge you 1,000 to get 5,000.
Whatever is happening now is not charges, okay? Let's just. Okay, I understand where you're coming. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much. So you are of the opinion that it is a sacrifice that we should endure for now.
We should be patient.
All right. Thank you very much.
Wait.
Oh no, you're on 3 minutes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you're already on 3 minutes. We have just 2 minutes, and we share our thoughts and then we move. We would appreciate if we can stick to the 2 minutes that's been allocated to us. 091-3600-410. That's the number to call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mr. Mike from Surulere.
Okay.
My sister. These politicians are greedy people on a co-op issue. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I stand to disagree with Prince Wyatt when he said that PDP are gaining. There's nobody gaining with this policy. Yesterday, at Total Police Station in Lawrence here, I had to drop my car after selling for me. The PS debited me twice. I could not transfer. Back up are not working. They debited me twice. I had to drop my car and my car key. I went to buy money. I bought 10,000 for 2.5.
It's even strange to hear that people buy money.
I bought it. My brother, let me not hide it. I bought money in my own country. You are buying money. When I'm not in Cotonou, is when I go to Cotonou, I buy Sefa. Or when I go to Ghana, I buy CD. Or when I want to go abroad, we buy dollar. This one, I have to deposit my car. They debited me twice. You know understand? All the area boys were able to see my car. No, they were shouting, money go that for.
It's okay, it's okay. It's
not okay, my dear.
No.
With quiet. I disagree with what he said today. Why will you say that? It's not okay. I'm very angry.
I understand.
That saying that it's a good policy. What policy is good? What is good about the policy? MP Ajawa no good. I went to ATM yesterday. Should I tell you? ATM was charging 65 naira and 1,000. They put 1,000. That's your limit. Limit. Am I back? 1,000.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's okay. All right. But you know, the 65 naira is a normal thing. Like if you have withdrawn over 3 times from a bank that is not your bank's ATM, they charge you 65 naira. That's other bank charges. All right. When you use your ATM card of Mainland FM on Island FM ATM, Island FM will charge Mainland FM for that. So that one has nothing to do with new naira or no new naira. However, the fact that you can only withdraw 1,000 naira, so that means for every 1,000 naira they are charging you 65 naira on the ATM. That is a big problem, and that is why we need to continue to have this conversation to see, is it really a sacrifice that we need to make at this time for the good of the economy of the country? Because that is what the federal government is saying, that let us just pass through this for now and then we are going somewhere. But even the somewhere that we are going, it is alleged.
We've lost our way.
Okay, where are we going is another question.
They thought we were going somewhere, but now we don't have a direction now.
Hello,
sir.
Alhaji Super, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You see, first of all, let me talk about Okowa.
Okay.
Follow-up.
Yes, sir.
Based on your statement, you remember the first meeting all the southern government did was done in Delta State.
In Asaba, yes.
Okowa metamorphose originated it because of intention, because of a motive that presidency should come to the south, and everybody eulogized it, everybody supporting, all the governors assembled themselves, supported, in fact, energized by Oluwadotimi of Ondo State. So what are you talking about? Is it not a saboteur? Okowa himself? You see, look, the people should be.
Hold on, Alhaji. Saboteur to the southern presidency agenda? Is that what you mean?
Well, the southern agenda, the generality of the southerners.
Okay.
Yes. Let's call it spade a spade. And in that case, it means that Okowa is only after himself. He's deceiving him. Let's just say, he's deceiving himself, not Nigeria. But you should remember, whatever you sow, you are going to reap it. That is a knowledge of life. What did he want? He's already a governor, he has money, he has wealth. But what he's supposed to be doing is truth. Nothing but the truth. That is on that. I want Nigerians to understand something now. Rigidity does not take you to anywhere. The issue of this currency. Yes, everybody is lamenting. Everybody is shouting. National Assembly advised the president. The House of Representatives advised the president. The religious leader advised the president. Nothing come out of it. So I want Nigerians to understand that the rigidity of this issue is come from Buhari himself. Come from our president. Economy of Nigeria is for everybody. It's not for himself alone. Who's for Nigeria to this extent? What is the position of Nigeria? Is this Nigeria where we are in about 30 years ago? People go to overseas and study and come back to this country because there's opportunity here. Who's for it? Is it not Nigerians? But you cannot be punishing Nigeria because you want to build up our economy. Is it not you people that call it? But they advise President Muhammadu Buhari to take it easy. Everybody advising, he doesn't want to hear. But I'm just appealing to Nigeria that the issue now on this currency is not the party. It's not APC. It's not APC party. It's President Muhammadu Buhari and Emefiele.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
I'm forward.
Morning.
My name.
Okay.
So, look, Sandra, the point really is...
Mr. Rotimi, please, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Idimo.
Okay.
You see,
when Ashwaju Tinubu raised the alarm in Abeokuta that they are holding price fuel and naira because of this election to enable the APC candidate to not win. It's justified now because a lot of there are people, I don't see there are viral video all over the place where people are throwing iron bars at people within banking hall. There was a woman that removed everything. It was barely almost naked in the banking hall because she said that children could not go to school. Is it the politicians that are suffering? Look, the genesis of this problem lies with the fact that governor initially ought not to have been retained as central bank governor by President Buhari because it initially was appointed by former President Jonathan. And there was so much looting of the treasury till today as we speak. The former petroleum minister Dejan ran away since 2015, and they've seen so much property from her. It was under the nose of Emefiele. So ideally, the president ought not to have the potential of Emefiele as central bank governor because he had a very corrupt government. Now, after retaining him, he again closed his eyes when Emefiele contravened the Public Order Act that no public service servant should contest. How can you be governor of central bank and you are contesting for the presidency of your party? So these are the two ministers. And now Nigerians are suffering. People are being limited to take only 20,000 from their own personal money they saved in bank. Look, so I think it is justified, and it's I think the whole thing is meant to frustrate him. You know, regarding the
thank you. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, yes. Thank you very much. All right. Unfortunately, we can't take any more phone calls, so we'll wrap things up with a few messages that we have here. Okay. Thank you very much for staying with us this morning. Appreciate. Good morning, crew. On the cashless policy, I suggest we do a voice or video recording to tell CBN governor to remove all the bank charges like 15 naira bank charges, VAT, SMS, because a bread seller that sells bread at 1,000 naira and you transfer to him or her and is selling at loss because he can only get 950 naira.
You have to add the charges now. That's what we do. I did that recently.
That's most of the
I transferred and I added the charges.
Most of vendors will tell you that you should bear the cost of the charges. Bear the cost of the charges. It shouldn't be on the vendor. Due to bank charges. Okay, likewise on all other commodities. I hope people understand me. We understand you. Omotosho Olufemi from Magboro. Thank you very much. But most vendors actually push the that's
the burden to the customer.
Yeah, to the customer. Good morning, Mainland FM. El Rufai is tactically pitching his 10th with Tinubu simply because Buhari's tenure is coming to a conclusion. But Nigerians have it at the back of their minds that El Rufai is the people. Is one of the people that initiated this failed government. May God forgive politicians. Thanks. I'm Chris Ojugbeli from Ikeja. I also have good morning, Mainland FM. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is a big-time traitor. Treachery has always been the hallmarks of Southern politics. Southern unity has always been elusive down south. Reason Northern Nigeria play us. This clearly played out in Okowa's case. Ekene from Bariga, thank you very much. It's okay. I'm thanking God on behalf of everyone who is seen today. Please, I want to know if changing old currency to a new one is an impetus to good governance. In another way, is there any correlation between good governance and changing old currency to new currency? On Chief Edwin Clark's statement, I will say it in his own personal opinion. It is his own personal opinion and not that of the generality of Nigerians. Edwin Clark cannot ask Governor Okowa to apologize since he has every right to mobilize people to support his political ambitions. Both Edwin Clark and other elites should apologize to Nigerians first for misleading people in the past. Pastor Sunday from Magboro, maybe you didn't get the crux of the issue, which is the fact that Ifeanyi Okowa in 2021, Ifeanyi Okowa called or convened all southern governors
right in
Asaba.
Asaba,
He is the governor of Rivers State. Delta State, sorry, and Asaba is the capital of Delta State. He called these people to Asaba. There was a communique that was issued at the end of that meeting that they all agreed collectively not to not to serve as running mates. Power must come to the south. That power must come to the south as regards a southern presidency. So if they had that agreement, based on that agreement,
and he was the host of that meeting, and the fact that there's an MOU to that of that meeting, there's a communique and all of that, which they all signed. That is where Edwin Clark is coming from. Edwin Clark is not coming from sentimental, or emotional. What the old man is saying is, look, how do you hold a meeting on an issue that you don't even believe in, or maybe you changed your mind? That's about honor. You don't change your mind in the middle of the game.
So it seemed like, okay, he just did what he did, and then he went to the primaries, called his delegates to vote for another president candidate, whereas there were 2,000 people on that ballot. So and then he even had neighbors, like close neighbors.
That's why Wiki is just completely annoyed.
So that's where we are coming from, Pastor Sunday, from Agboro. But then, once again, I'd like to apologize. There's a whole lot of messages and there's a whole lot of phone calls that we could not take this morning. We started a bit late, but then everything is sorted now. Don't forget, today is Friday, so you join Okweyemi Akiyonde by 4 p.m. in the Situation Room, where he's going to be having open mic, so we can have an extended version of the conversation this morning. Thank you for staying with us. This is 98.3 Mainland FM. Coming up next is ArcView Half Hour.
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.